Dermot, thanks very much for joining us today. Obviously, you're in the same boat as all our other coaches, I presume. And no football, no training, people training on their own.
Yeah, no, that's the same boat as everybody else in the country and most of Europe. Lads training on their own, of course. We started off when this happened, we didn't think it would be, I think it's 12 weeks, is it? They're close to now that there's been no football. The first couple of weeks we had programmes going and lads were training because we didn't think it would go on so long.
Yeah.
Of late we've calmed it down a bit and lads have been doing their own. Most of the lads have programmes that they do anyway at this level. They're up and ready, they're close to first teams or in first teams as well, so they're doing their own. But we keep in touch every day with all the lads.
Good. You mentioned first teams there. You're obviously the head coach of the under-19s, and some of those under-19s obviously have been playing with the senior team this year.
Yeah, I think it was 8 so far this year,
Yeah.
which is brilliant. You know, if you look around the leagues, you will find it very hard to see that kind of number of young kids coming through from underage systems, and most of these lads have come from the 15s and DDSL teams also, and through the system and into the first team. Some of who have played this year have 2 years left under 19 as well, so it's huge for the club. I think it's brilliant to show that there is a pathway which this is all about, to get players into the first team.
Well, in fairness, it's testament to coaches like yourself and the other coaches that have put in a lot of time and effort with these players to bring them from the 15s up to 19s and up to senior level. As you say, it's great to see it, and that's what we want to see, local players, and not just at Loan but around the Midlands, all coming through to play on the senior team.
But it's hugely important that you have the Midlands, and we have young lads from up around League Slip, and it would be very difficult to do it with a population that you have in Athlone. But it's brilliant that some of the lads who are in the first team at the minute and in the 19s are from Athlone. We have a couple of lads from the Ballinasloe area as well, and so there's a lot of young lads. But the thing is that they've played underage with the club. They've come up through the ranks and such, and that's huge. You could get young lads coming in who are, you say, 18 when you put them in the first team, but to get young lads who have come from the 15s through to the first team, that's huge. It's really what it's all about.
Fantastic. Of course, all that success over the last few years, meaning all the extra teams we've got in now. The senior team is back here training in Athlone. We have a new senior women's team, the under-19s, under-17s, under-15, under-13 boys, under-17 girls, National League, under-15 girls, Midland Schoolboy League. So we have a lot of pressure on facilities. So will the lads be joining in the fundraising activities that gets underway on Friday?
Oh, I hope so, and would expect it also, but I'm sure they will. Yeah, the lads are all good. The one thing I think from the underage setup that I've seen, and the players who are involved and have come in, that they've been very much part of the club, and so have their families. Yeah. And I think that will continue. It is a club, and it is a community effort, and I think if you look back the last 3 or 4 years, certainly since I've been involved, I think that the families and the players have all rallied round when things needed to be done, and I think they all feel a part of the club and part of the community. So I would imagine, and I would hope, and I expect that we will have a good turnout from our own guys.
Well, I hope you're going to set them good high targets.
Well, my target may not be so high, but we'll be doing it.
Obviously the fundraiser is to finish the 2 extra dressing rooms, which will make it easier here in training nights. I'm sure you're well aware of on training nights there's 4 teams here coming and going all the time, so it's a bit of a nightmare clearing out dressing rooms and getting the next team into a dressing room and so forth. So the extra set of dressing rooms will make life a lot easier for everybody.
Oh, absolutely, and not just on training nights but on match days as well. I think people may not be aware that for National League teams, especially from 15, 17, 13s, you need to have at least an hour and a half to allow teams that's coming travelling into the dressing room so they can prepare as well. So with 2 dressing rooms, it's very hard to have back-to-back games. So they're spaced out so much distance, where with the extra dressing rooms, of course, you can have as many games as you like because you have the preparation areas for people. Also on training nights, people are coming and going and moving bags, and it's just it can be chaos down here at times, and it might be nice sometimes to be able to sit in the dressing room for 20 minutes after and have a chat with lads, or fellas getting physio and things like that. You do need the room. It's an issue. No, it's not an issue, but it's a problem that has been the success of the underage system and the amount of players, and of course the senior team and the ladies senior team, underage teams, and it's testament to Mickey and John and all that's been involved in the committee that we have this problem. It's a brilliant problem to have.
And the fundraiser's got off to a great start already. There's practically €2,000 in the kitty, so that's going to go an awful long way towards getting those dressing rooms finished. And if it keeps going that way, we may be able to get some other jobs done around the stadium.
Well, absolutely, it's always something to be done. It is a fabulous first of all, a fabulous stadium and facility. There is none better in the country. We travel the country week in and week out all year to matches, and especially where you come to underage, you're not getting anything like this, especially for the younger kids to be playing in stadiums like this. Most of them are playing in pitches that have been hired in schools and stuff like that. So for young kids to be able to play in a stadium like this is absolutely brilliant. But there is upkeep to it, of course, and there's always money. There is huge money, of course, involved in the cost of running teams and running buses and all that kind of stuff, and food for kids. So there's not always a lot of money available for doing the things that need to be done, the touch-ups and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it'll go a long way, and it would be appreciated by everybody in the years to come, not just now. And I also think that with the COVID-19, I think when football does start up, I think there will be restrictions, regarding segregation and distances and whatever else they bring in. So it will be needed. You're not alone welcome, but it will be needed.
I suppose at the minute the talk is that it's all going to be behind closed doors, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
But Dermot, listen, thanks very much for talking to us today, and best of luck when training resumes full time, and fingers crossed the league will get underway again and we'll see some action down here.
Yeah, and hopefully it won't be too long. Hopefully we're on the right side of it now, and everybody's looking forward to try and get back. And the good weather would be great to be playing football now. I think it was the last day we were saying it was the last day we played here, it was snowing, so it'd be great to be back in the sunshine.
Great stuff, Dermot. Thanks very much.